Barcelona, the architect who never died. A journey through legends. Witness account by Daniel Foster, travel blogger. I never planned to stay in Barcelona for long. It was just supposed to be a weekend, Friday to Monday. I'd come to take photos of the famous Sagrada Familia, try some paella, and maybe get lost in the narrow streets of the Gothic quarter. You know, the usual tourist stuff. But then I saw him, and after that, nothing was usual anymore. Day 1. A city that breathes. I landed on a warm Friday morning. The sky over Barcelona was soft blue, the kind that makes buildings glow a little extra. The city was alive, cars honking, people laughing, pigeons fighting over a baguette crumb. I checked into a small guest house near Passeig de Sant Joan. The owner, Clara, was in her 60s. She wore her gray hair in a bun and spoke in that melodic Catalan accent. "Barcelona no es solo una ciudad," she said as she handed me my key. "It is a dream you walk inside." I smiled. "I'm here for Gaudí." She nodded slowly. "Then be ready. Some say he's still here." Day 2. The man at the Basilica. Saturday was my day for La Sagrada Familia. You've seen pictures. The spires that twist like branches reaching to heaven. The stone that changes color with the light. It looks like something made of bone and honey and dreams. I arrived early. The place was already full of visitors, some in awe, some snapping selfies. As I stood near the nativity facade, I noticed an old man sitting quietly on a stone bench, sketching in a small book. He wore a brown coat and a soft gray hat. His beard was neat, his eyes bright, and his hands moved like they remembered every curve of every archway. I leaned closer. He was drawing the basilica, but not as it looked now. He was sketching what it was going to look like when it was done. I could see towers that hadn't been built yet, details I didn't recognize. "Excuse me," I said. "That's amazing. Are you an architect?" He looked up at me. His eyes were gentle but deep. I began this long ago. Others continued, but it's still not finished. I laughed, unsure. Gaudí died in 1926. He smiled, slow and quiet. "Yes, that's what they say." And then he got up, walked around the corner, and vanished. Day 3. Whispers in the walls. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about him. His voice, his hands, that drawing. In the morning, I went back to the basilica. I looked for him, of course, but he wasn't there. Instead, I saw something even stranger. Near the Passion facade, there was scaffolding going up. Workers were adding new pieces to the structure. But when I looked closer, one of the stone carvings showed a man sitting on a bench, sketching. It looked like the man I saw. His coat, his hat, even the way he held the pen. I asked a guide, "Was this here yesterday?" She frowned. "No, that's new. It was placed this morning." Chills ran up my arms. I pulled out my camera, snapped a photo. Later, when I looked at the photo, the carving was gone. Day 4. The hotel book. Monday morning, I decided to ask Clara about the man again. She smiled like she already knew. "You saw him, didn't you?" she said, pouring me a cup of thick café ambulette. "I think so," I replied. "But that's not possible." She brought out an old, dusty book from behind the counter. Inside were guest entries going back decades. She flipped to a page dated June 1974. A visitor had written, "I met a man at the Basilica who showed me the future towers. He signed my map. His name was Antony G." Another note from 1989 said, "He spoke of light and God and stone like they were all the same." I still hear his words. Clara closed the book. "You're not the first. The architect lives on." I left Barcelona the next day, but the feeling stayed with me. I kept thinking, What if some souls don't leave when they die? What if they stay to finish what they started? Every time I see a photo of the Sagrada Familia under construction, I look closer. Sometimes I think I see him there, in the shadows, in the stone, in the faces of the carvings. The architect who never died. Because maybe he still walks the dream he built. And maybe, just maybe, if you stand very still near the nativity entrance, you'll see him too.